Good day, America. It is September 11th, and what a beautiful day it is. Got a nice, beautiful breeze coming in. Nice, cloudy sky. Not too cloudy where you can't see the sky. It's just enough clouds to make it look pretty. 23 years ago, we was attacked. And a lot of people remember the tragedy of innocent lives being lost, which I truly remember. We remember uncovering a lot of issues, what happened to the Pentagon, and all the other buildings that dropped surrounding 9/11, the towers. But all I can remember from that day was unity. That day, it didn't matter if you was black, white, didn't matter if you was homosexual or straight, didn't matter if you was poor or rich, it didn't matter if you was man or woman, it just mattered that you was an American, because we felt that as a unit. Fast forward to last night, the debates, and our country couldn't be more divided. On one hand, we have a man fighting to preserve what's left of our country. And on the other side, we have a woman fighting to preserve women's reproductive rights. As if that's what Trump is after. He's not after that. He just wants to stop the senseless abortions. That's what he's trying to stop, the senseless abortions. We're talking 600,000 abortions a year for convenience, not because it's a troubled pregnancy, not because of rape, which has happened in the last several weeks. Rape and murder has happened due to illegal immigrants, but we did not talk about that at all last night. But I digress. This fight for your reproductive rights is an insane fight. It's insane. And we are allowing open borders, inflation, corruption, all kinds of things, so women can have the right to do what they want to do with their bodies. That's what you're voting for. I was hoping that Kamala would bring something better than that. I was really hoping to hear that she have a solid plan, or at the very least, an explanation to why our country is falling apart. She had neither. All she had was January 6th. She wasn't talking about the 3 lives that was lost due to the hands of illegal immigrants. No, she didn't talk about that. She didn't talk about the crime that was happening due to illegal immigrants. No, she's not talking about that. But she sure did bring up January 6th. She brought that up. The Bible talks about this in Revelation, how women will be deceived by their ears. The dangers of the last days. You should know this, Timothy, that in the last days there will be very difficult times, for people will love themselves and their money. They will be boastful and proud, scoffing at God, disobedient to their parents, and ungrateful. They will consider nothing sacred. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and lovers of pleasure rather than God. They will act religious, but they will reject the power that could make them godly. Stay away from people like that. They are the kind who work their way into people's homes and win the confidence of vulnerable women who are burdened with the guilt of sin, controlled by various desires. Such women are forever following new teachings, but they are never able to understand the truth. These teachers oppose the truth just as James and Jambres opposed Moses. They have depraved minds and a counterfeit faith, but they won't get away with this for long. Someday, everyone will recognize what fools they are, just as with James and Jambres. This is the reading of 2 Timothy, verse 3. I mean, Taylor Swift, she said it herself. I am a childless cat lady. You can't get more profound than that. That boy was that profound. What a powerful, powerful quote at the end. Childless cat lady. I guess that's what women want. And if that's what they want, that's what they're going to get. They may not like what happened afterwards. Because once the good men are gone, there's only bad men to take their place.
Now, this is probably the most controversial thing that I'm going to say. It's also true, but people aren't going to like it. The only reason that we have power in the world is because men give it to them.
That's true. Yeah, it's absolutely true.
If you look at every society that exists out there that currently still has not given women rights, they don't have those rights. And they don't get the rights because they overthrow men. They get the rights because good men give them power. When they don't have rights, it's because bad men are suppressing them in a particular way. So I'm not advocating that at all. Right. But to be ignorant to the idea that the reason they have their power is because they find advocacy in good men who have said, no, listen, you should be able to vote and drive and be educated and all these things that make sense. What happens, though, is the reason they were rebelling and seeking out these good men to fight for them was because they were suppressed. And now what the feminist movement is doing is suppressing men. It's a very bad idea because men eventually can take that power back.
I sure hope women are not this gullible. I really do. I sure hope when November comes along, women vote with their good sense.
She came in tonight, she needed to survive the debate. And I think she's done that. She has not collapsed the way, Joe Biden did. But she's not convincing. She's merely, I feel like I'm being lectured by my aunt, is how I feel. I do not feel warmth. I do not feel leadership. I feel she's doing the best she can with the tools that she has and the way she was coached for this moment. But I'm not feeling leadership saying I trust that leader to go negotiate around the world. I don't trust that leader to go negotiate with Congress.
I'm not going to lie. She surprised the hell out of me. Remember, whoever was coaching her.
It was a low bar.
Yeah, exactly. It was freaking.
The bar was in the seventh ring of hell when it came to Biden, okay?
It was horrible. But I mean, and listen, is this going to sway the vote? The vote is not till what? November? I don't know. I think, like you said, Tom, the independents, the people in the middle, I hope they really, really see through all the BS. Trump has a proven track record. She's done absolutely nothing. And I know some people are like, well, she hasn't been the president. No, she's sitting right next to the guy. She has say in a lot of things. If the border is her number one job and she failed, I don't trust her to do anything else.